who are coming. Like I told you, first thing first, health is wealth, and your health is your responsibility.
What has happened over?
I've also lost him. I think we have lost him.
Hello, Ronnie. No, I just noticed my network went off. I don't know how far I was. Hello, good morning.
Yes, doctor. Welcome back. You are telling us about the
thank you so much.
The readiness of the police.
Remind me of at what point I went off.
You can start at the point where you're telling us about the readiness of the police, increased vigilance.
Yes. Thank you. So the traffic police is informed that during that period, we shall have delegates, Rotarians, going to Mbara in huge numbers. So they have promised to increase deployment along those routes, and then also to guide the teams. And then this call comes out to all delegates. Please adhere to the rules, because the traffic police has told us that they want compromise. If you overspeeding, if you're driving recklessly, you'll definitely be stopped, and then the arm of the law will catch up with you. So this is a call out all Rotarians. We have always been disciplined people, and so let's do the same way while we are on the roads. And then now, in terms of medical preparedness for the discon, I was saying health is wealth, and your health is your responsibility. So we have produced a medical information out there for all delegates. I hope we have been able to see it. And this information includes things like if you have chronic illness, if you have diabetes, you have hypertension, and you've been on medication. First thing first, you should have a checkup done by your physician to deem you fit to travel. And then, if that is so, you should have your medication updated, and you should carry your medication and have them at all times. We know Rotarians love to party, because the Rotary, it is work hard, play hard, and that's how we love it. But we also say that you have to be responsible, mostly when taking alcohol. Take moderate amounts that you can handle, and then also don't drink and drive. But in case you take a little a lot, please make sure that you're in a setting whereby you're safe. But nonetheless, we request that we be responsible adults and not get ourselves intoxicated and then make a nonsense of ourselves, both embarrassing as individuals, but then also as a fraternity, because we're known as responsible people. So those are the informations. Your diet is very key right now. You should check your BMI, check that you're in check. You should be working out. You should be fit as you come for the discount, because it's going to be a 3-day marathon, and you have to be up to the task. Then at the venue itself, we are going to have 2 mobile clinics stationed at the venue to run for all the days of the discount. So we are right now, our medical partners are Divine Mercy in Imbara, and then IMC Imbara branch. So these 2 will be running clinics at the facility, and then this will mostly be handling let's call it first aid, first emergency primary care, if I might say. We have already trained a team of sergeant at arms, protocol and security teams in first aid care. So in case you have any challenge in terms of you feeling a headache, you're feeling dizzy, kindly reach out to the nearest sergeant at arms, because they are fully trained and certified to offer basic first aid. so they can help you and then get you the necessary help you need. When you come to attend, you have a headache, you have a hangover, you have a stomach upset, those we can handle. You have fever. In our mobile tent, we shall have a doctor, a nurse. We shall have a mobile lab to do the basic tests, and so we shall be able to treat. We shall have the first aid or the emergency medications. We shall treat there, and then for conditions that can be handled at that point. Then for conditions that require more attention, sometimes you have diabetes and your sugars are very high, and we might not necessarily quickly just rush you to the hospital. We need to first stabilize you, but we can't do it in the tent. We are going to have a medical room in the hotel, so that room will be fully equipped with medical supplies. So in that room, you'll be stabilized, IV fluid and all that, the insulin in case you need it. The doctor will be there just to monitor you. And when you feel you're stable, we shall have 2 standby ambulances at the venue to take you to the hospital. And for those that do need to be hospitalized, we take you to the hospital, and this will be our hospital, either Divine Mercy Hospital or but this should be clear. For any delegate that ends up going to the hospital, you will the bills outside Las Vegas will be catered for by the delegate, but all the medical services at the venue are for free. So this is an overview of how prepared the medical team is for you. And then we have also added an extra item, and this is courtesy of the Rotary Cancer Run program. There will be a launch for the Rotary Cancer, the 12th Rotary Cancer Run at the event, and also we shall offer free cancer screening and testing for these 3 days. We have organized with our partners. We shall have this is for delegates, this is for Rotarians at the venue. Screening for cervical cancer, screening for prostate cancer, screening for breast cancer, and other cancer education and awareness will be there. There will be a tent for that, yes, next to the medical tent. So these and many more are the services that the medical team has prepared, and this is how ready we are. And we believe, and we want to believe that we are ready as a medical team to receive you and to in one health and to bring you back to your loved ones in a healthy state. So this is a call out, but most importantly, we need to be prepared. We need to come when you're ready. You need to be self-aware. You need to know your condition. When you're feeling not well, you shouldn't keep in your room. You should make people aware. When you're moving out, going out to places in Imbara, please don't move alone. Move with someone, with a friend, such that you know your whereabouts. Always carry your tags, the official code tags for easy identification. If you have any allergies, please make sure you have your, say if you have asthma, you have your inhaler with you at all times. For those that have smartphones, I believe we all do. There's what we call the SOS or the your medical profile, and that information can be, you can enter your medical profile in your phone, and including your if you have a condition like high blood pressure, you have asthma, if you have a BMI, all that information can be entered, such that in case we find you and you are not conscious, with even if your phone is locked, we can easily access that information, and it will save us a lot of time, so that we know what to do in case we need to act very, very fast. Otherwise, that's a brief of how prepared the medical team is and how ready we are for the DISCON. And so I urge all the delegates, those that have not yet kindly pay, and we meet in Imbara as we enable, as we celebrate our communities. I thank you all for God and my country. Have a lovely day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Dr. Dennis Okwiu, for giving us that very, very vital information in preparation for our 98th DISCON. I would like to call upon P. Dorothy to lead us through the interaction with the audience. Over to P. Dorothy. You can see Honorable Mike, our governor, is already up, raised his hand. Please, Governor, talk to us as PE picks it up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm just walking into a meeting, and I wanted to thank Dr. Kui for that very, very well packaged message to the delegates. So let's take heed of what he has communicated and be mindful of that. Now, you can't celebrate communities without ensuring and guaranteeing life and good health. And that's why the DISCON has put specific arrangements in place to guarantee good health and secured life. So let's follow the instructions as given. Now, regarding the awareness campaign for road safety, we would like all the clubs that are on that corridor, specifically a place like Lukaya, where there is always a stopover, they could consider creating a station there for awareness campaign, some good information. They could have a public address where they project messages of safety, road signs, good interpretation. So would like to encourage that kind of innovation and creativity, where we can have placards that have messages on road safety. And cars, when they stop for a bite, then they are able to go to the tent and are able to interact with the clubs. We would like that kind of innovation and creativity along the way. Those clubs that are on the road, like Rukaya, like all these places in the townships along the corridor, you could be innovative and have a tent and have some placards, have some flyers, and we really create visibility while also giving messages of awareness for the road safety. Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you very much, Alibad, for always being cooperative and giving us prime time on your prime space to share Rotary information and to launch activities and programs of Rotary. Thank you.
I thank you, Governor Kennedy, for those words. I'd like to invite RKK.
It's Kampala
Please
Daybreak
unmute.
DG, not Alibad.
Someone, okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Dorothy. Should I go ahead?
Please.
Yeah, good morning, ladies, gentlemen, Rotarians, guests. And thank you very much for the opportunity. I just wanted to thank Dr. Dennis Okwi for a very good presentation and just make a small addition. Of course, in addition to all that has been said, sometimes when we talk about all these things, it sounds like cliché when you tell people to drive safely or drive at good speeds. Sometimes people hear these messages, but they don't listen. They say that there's a difference between listening and hearing, because we mainly believe that we know what we're doing and perhaps not wrong. And I guess that will go back to people's conscience and how serious they take the doctor's message. But the point I wanted to add was regarding medical information about people. Sometimes when we're having all these committees and conferences, we get people who have medical challenges, medical emergencies, and we must help them, but we don't have a single bit of information about who they are as people, if they have any medical challenges from past, say, chronic illnesses, or if they're having any medications. So many times we advise people, if you, for example, have disease like diabetes, hypertension, HIV, sickle cell, you have some form of medical information, medical card or cheat, so that when someone gets you, they know that this person is diabetic, or they're hypertensive, or they're patients of particular disease X or Y, and they're on drug A, B, C, so that if you're in a medical emergency situation, traces or increases your chance of being helped, because in medicine, say that what happens, or common things happen more common. So someone has diabetes, yes, it may not be the cause of their challenge, but chances are that diabetes or that hypertension may be 80% responsible for your collapse or any headache or big challenge that you could be having. But also, it's important to note that there are other things like blood group. I know there are people on the call who may not know their blood groups. So if you have this accident and your blood group is not known, it means that it will take much longer time to receive blood for their us know your blood group and have blood matching done. So my addition really was, let people, not just Rotarians, but people make it a habit to move with medical cards with details of their age, their blood pressure, their height, their weight, their blood group, and then a summary medical form that shows the diseases that they have and which treatment they're taking for those diseases. Of course, many people don't take such advice seriously, but that plays a very broad role when it comes to saving people in emergency situations. Thank you very much. It's all helpful.
Thank you, RKK, for that addition. Those are some of the information we actually lack while we're moving on the road. Anybody else? Please unmute and ask your question. Yes, David Semakula, please unmute and ask your question.
Thanks a lot for moderating this. Mine is essentially a request for this to be amplified to the members who are, because we are just 100 people here and it concerns over 2,000 people who are going to be on the road to Mbarara and back. It is key to remember that most of the challenges we meet on the road are in our hands, not necessarily in the hands of the medical team, which is there to support us. And many of them are avoidable. So let us amplify this message, these messages which we have just received to our clubs, especially we know those people who are going to travel, who are not here. They should get this information handy because we need them alive. And we have had a lot of learning along the way, whereby we have had challenges of these accidents, and where in some cases the accidents are caused by things which we could avoid. We need to have to plan well, have enough time to drive safely at a moderate speed, getting stopovers, making sure that we are in charge of all our faculties in terms of making sure that we are not too tired to drive. We have not taken a bottle more than we should have taken. These simple things make a lot of difference if we look at them. But let us amplify this voice to our clubs, club members who are going to travel, because we need every Rotarian safe and alive in Mbarara and back. That is my contribution.
Thank you, Rotarian David, for that advice. I believe all of us have heard. Let's amplify this to our friends, families. It's not only for Rotarians, it's for everyone who moves on the road. I thank you. Anybody else with a question or compliments?
Maybe just another thing.
Yes.
Yeah, the other thing is around first aid and This is in addition to what AG David has just been talking about. Sometimes the time, especially in our country, the time it takes from the moment or the point that someone gets a medical emergency or challenge to the medical facility or medical expert who will help them, that duration tends to be long. And if nothing really medically helping this person is done, then their chance to survive or keeping alive keep going lower and lower. So usually we advise people to have really basic information about first aid that can get in anticipated challenges. Like if you're driving, you should know if you get this knock or if you get this person who has collapsed after an accident, what do you do for them? Many times you find people in such situations, all struggling and panicking, people not really knowing one can for them their cancer. So I don't know if Dr. Dennis, I don't know if we can have simple information on key first aid, because this also goes into what I said earlier. If you're non-hypertensive patient or sickle cell, all these that can cause attacks or collapse, that we usually expect that you should know how to handle attacks situations. But if you don't, then that might first of all get to know if you have disease, and then also know what can be in place of attacks. But in cases of accidents and perhaps those other diseases, I don't know if Dr. Dennis would have simple information shared, basic things people can do in case of an emergency, as going to be some or as a move from it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Dennis Okwir, our ask is, can you provide us with flyers, small leaflets that we can drop on our way? We drop in the trading centers and also give to our families and friends in case of travel. Thank you. Anybody else unmute?
Okay, thank you very much, moderator. Governor Kennedy has talked of a camp around Lukaya as part of the district conference activities. The Rotary Club of Lukaya is organizing a medical camp in conjunction with the Rotary Club of Masaka, Lukaya Community Road, and the Rotary clubs of Kalunji School of Nursing. They are going to manage a camp and it's going to be well equipped. So on Wednesday, 25th, I was talking to the president yesterday. They could pull it ahead and start on the 25th so that it cuts across up to 26th. So Rotarians driving to Mbarara make a stopover at Lukaya. The camp will be conspicuous, they said, for you to see it. And we are going to have all the medical persons there to handle all your cases. So don't just drive straight, just check there, relax a bit and check your diabetic situations and all that. So it's already part of this conference activities to have that camp, and is going to be there. I don't know whether Dr. Will was aware of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaja Muzungu, for that information. Is there any other question? If I don't have, I would like to just say thank you to Dr. Okwir and your team. I see Arakeke for coming in to support you. Thank you for the information you've given us. I believe we shall travel safely to Mbarara. Back to you,
Maybe
President.
Maybe the address, I mean the contact for Dr. Okwi, because he's in charge of the medical establishment at DISCON. There are some other issues which we might pick from the clubs and get clarification from him. At least let him put in the chat room the address.
I have shared some information. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. The contact for Dr. Quill is there.
No, I just wanted to contact you. The rest we can pick maybe by mail or by, because it is difficult to pick it from here right now.
Oh, okay, because I've shared the flyer where all the details are. Let me just send a text message of his number in the chat. Right. Let me just, I've shared his number. All right. Thank you very much for, once again. I mean, this particular, awareness initiative is pretty important, especially its timing, since we shall definitely be using roads. Most of us will be using roads to Mbarara, except CP Sam, who is going to be flying. For most of us, it's very important. It will help us to save lives, as it has already been mentioned. It will help us to prevent injuries and general road awareness, safety awareness. This is information that we live with for the rest of our lives, not just the DISCON. It will help us possibly to change behaviors, and having that knowledge and creating that culture of road safety is very, very important. Well, without much ado, I'd like to welcome Thank you.
President, were you inviting me? I lost you somehow. And
Yes.
I know that
Yes,
I'm the one to give the vote of thanks, and I want to thank the
Please,
amazing president.
Mr. President.
Yes, DG.
Before the vote of thanks, I think the takeaway for all the presidents on call, let's have a multiplier effect of this awareness in all the clubs. So let the club presidents make it a point to have a moment on road awareness campaign throughout this month, so that we create a multiplier effect of well-informed and conscious road users as they go for the DISCON. Not only for the DISCON, but let it be a way of life, using the roads responsibly as a way of mitigating road carnage. Thank you.
Thank you, amazing Governor, for amplifying and driving it home indeed. Yes, AG Safina, the mic is yours.
Thank you very much, amazing President Edward and all the Rotarians on call. I want to say, amazing President, that today we have got a buffet. A buffet because we got information as far as preparedness is concerned, but also how to collaborate. My dream is to see that the services, emergency services in the country, especially from the site of accident until we reach the hospital, and connectivity is well established in the country, because that's where we always get challenges. And Dr. Okwi has been able to present that, supported by Alakeke. I've noted, President, that today's presentation was more of presentation and information than question and answer, because we saw Dr. Okwi presenting, Alakeke coming in, David coming in, and of course our amazing district governor supporting it and concluding the presentation. I want to thank all of them and all the Rotarians on call for attending today's fellowship. President, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Safina, for that befitting vote of thanks. Rotarian Irene, please give us the stats.
Thank you so much, amazing President. Good morning once again. I take this opportunity to thank each one of you that has made it for this meeting. And allow me to take you through the statistics. We've had 102 participants, 32 visiting clubs, 3 Rotaractors, and the Rotaract clubs were Mulago School of Nursing and Midwifery, Shambogo, and Kampala West. The visiting clubs were Chiwatule, Kampala Morning Stars, Muyenga, Sunrise, Sunday, Saturday Ijazi, Kampala South, Weyogerere Nambole, Kampala Namasuba, RC Ntinda, Ntinda Metropolitan, Gulu, Maisha, Inner Wheel Club, Chitante, Bwebaja, Port Bell, Makindye, Kampala City, Upper Kololo, Alibad, Mienga Breeze, Kampala North, Kampala West, Port Bell, Seguku, RC Sese, Sunrise, RC Lubowa, and RC Kansanga. If you've not had your club, kindly you can write it up in the chat room where it will be picked up. And over to you, AP.
Thank you, Super Irene, for those amazing stats. Rotarian Ivan Mutaka, the royal toast. Final toast, please. Rotarian Ivan Mutaka, they give us the final toast.
Is he on or what?
I think he's not on.
President, can I go for it? Audio bad.
Please go on.
Thank you very much, amazing President, and for the amazing information that we've shared about health and road safety. Fellow Rotarians, Rotractors, and all friends of Rotary for this morning, I propose a toast to Rotary International.
Rotary
World
over.
Great.
Rotary world over.
President,
Wanji.
Omwana Safina awadde vote of thanks eri spectacular. I have not had such a wonderful, well-packed vote of thanks in the recent past. Safina, thank you very much.
She's a doctor.
That's very true. Well done,
Also-
Jaja Muzungu.
Jaja
Thank you very
Muzungu is
much.
giving a vote of thanks to the vote of thanks.
I was also impressed really, Dr. Safina.
Jaja Muzungu,
Yes, sir.
CPK is in the house. So
Yeah,
go slow.
It
Go slow.
was a very good vote
Hey,
of thanks,
thank you
Mr.
today.
Sabina. Commendations.
Dr. Safina, that was splendid and excellent.
But even the
Look.
presentation was wonderful. You know, I was just getting excited. He's talking about we preparing ourselves, knowing our condition, going when we know what we have to do. Then he's talking about the preparedness of Rotary as far as this issue is concerned. He's talking about connectivity to the hospital.